Good morning and welcome to another art lesson. Today we are going to continue our springtime projects. So we are going to be creating a springtime flower garden. We are going to be using all kinds of different shapes to create these colorful flowers. So follow along and you too can create your own springtime garden. I am going to be starting with a black marker. You will be starting with a pencil and then outlining with the black marker so that it looks just like a coloring book. So the first thing we're going to do is we need to decide how many flowers are going to be in our garden. This finished project has 4 flowers. 4 is a pretty good number because you want these flowers to be large. You want them to fill up most of your paper. So I would say 4 or 5 is usually a pretty good number. The first flower I'm going to draw is a tulip. And if you break it down into steps, the first step is you are going to draw a U shape. And then you are going to attach it with a zigzag line, just like that. Once you have the top of that flower done, then you're going to draw a straight line down for the stem of your flower. And we want to double it up so that we can color in the stem. Once you have the stem, then we're going to add a little leaf off of the side. So I'm just going to draw like a teardrop shape with a line down the middle for the leaf. The next flower I'm going to draw might be a little bit shorter than this tulip. So I'm going to start in the middle with that circle, and then I'm going to add really tall and long petals coming off of that circle. So it's just like really skinny U shapes or really tall rainbows that come right back down. Now, flowers are not perfect, and so your flowers that you draw do not need to be perfect. Flowers come in all different shapes and sizes. Sometimes the petals fall off or they get blown away from the wind. So if that happens to yours, no big deal. Now, this flower is becoming very large. So this petal is going to go behind my tulip. So you can see that the tulip now goes on top of that petal. Okay, so I'm all done with that second flower, and I'm going to add a straight line down for the stem and another straight line down and add my leaf. Here we go. And then I'm going to do another flower. Maybe I'm going to do another tulip. Add your stem and your leaf. And last one. And if you want to draw other flowers, that's fine too. You do not have to do the same ones as me. It's your choice. There we go. Okay, then add my stem. This one's going to be much taller than the other ones. Add my leaf. There we go. So now I have my 4 flowers. The next thing I want to do is I want to add a horizon line that goes behind the flowers. Remember, the horizon line separates the ground from the sky. So it doesn't look like your flowers are just floating in the air. It looks like they're actually growing from the ground. There we go. Maybe you want to add a few little grass lines. It's your choice. There we go. And then for the sky, we're going to go in and add some clouds. Now, don't go too crazy with your clouds, because if you go too crazy, it's going to be really hard to color. If you want to go in and add a few little detail lines to your flowers, that's fine. Maybe a couple little shine marks. Once you have that done with pencil, you're going to trace everything with a black marker so it looks just like a coloring book. And then I'm going to get out my coloring supplies. You can use crayons, markers, colored pencils, whatever you have available to you. So I am going to show you a couple different ways on how you can color this. One way, if you want to get kind of fancy, is you can just take a marker and add a nice thick outline to the petals. And then you could take the matching colored crayon and you could color inside. You could color it that way. Or maybe you just want to color it normally with your crayons. You could do that. Maybe you want to do a pattern of crayon, marker, crayon, marker. So then I would do this one in crayon. And then I would do this one with marker. So there's all kinds of different ways that you can color in your flowers. You just want to make sure that they're really, really colorful. Don't forget the inside of the flowers. There you go. Okay, once you have all of your flowers colored in, then we're going to move down to the grass. And I like to kind of blend two different greens together for the grass. So I'm going to take this light green first and add that in. And then I'm going to take my dark green and I'm just going to fill in some of those white spots. There we go. Once you have your grass colored in, then you can start coloring in your stems because you're still using green. If you want to use brown, that's fine too. And again, if you want to use markers, that's fine. If you just want to use crayons, that's fine. It's your choice. You are the artist. You get to make those decisions. It's your project. I want you to be happy with it. Maybe I want this flower to be colored in with marker. There we go. Okay, once you have all of that colored in, then you're going to jump up here to the sky. I am going to use a light blue to color in the sky. And then I'm going to take a darker blue and just kind of go over that lighter blue. It's just going to make your project look a little bit more interesting. Remember, the clouds are going to stay white, okay? The clouds stay white. So once you're done, your project should look something like this. Once you're finished, take a photo of it and upload it into Seesaw, and I will put it in your journal once I see it. All right, I will talk to you guys soon. Good luck creating your springtime flowers. I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.